Hello there. Today we're talking about one of the things that is probably a reminder for many of us, and I thought it would be worth dropping a note to remind us of this very, very important point. And that is to get the right people in the right place, doing the right tasks right. Now, I love Formula One racing, as many that watch these updates know already, and the Aston Martin Formula One team pulled off what many consider the move of the century when they hired Adrian Newey from the Red Bull team. Now, Adrian Newey is widely accepted as probably the most successful Formula One designer of all time, certainly of this generation. And Aston Martin pulled off the move, and he moved to them from Red Bull. Now, the thing was that they also made him team principal. Now, as team principal, you have a lot of other responsibilities. You have the press, you have the engine suppliers and other elements of the overall team to look after. And if you judge the success of the team by the results of the car, it's pretty much been some would say a disastrous start to the season. Now, Aston Martin seem to have recognised that and have relieved him of those responsibilities, and he's now just overseeing the technical aspects of the car's design. And I really hope that that begins to bear fruit and be a success. Now, in a similar context, sorry to use a sporting analogy again, but a cricketer called Ian Botham was an all-round player. And he was so good that one Australian cricketer once said that when Ian Botham plays well, England win. He was that influential, he was that good. The mistake was they made him captain. And once they did that, his form and his performance plummeted until they brought back a guy called Mike Brearley, a small, quite diminutive looking guy, and under his captaincy, Botham's form then flourished again. So it's really, really crucial that you get the right people in the right place. Now, we talked about environment before. We know that if you put someone doing a particular range of tasks in one environment, they hate it. You put the same person with the same tasks in a different environment, they flourish. So the environment is a key thing to get right, but it's also just as crucial to marry the right person with the right set of responsibilities. And as leaders, we need to be continually looking at the people that we have, what their talents are, what fills them with excitement and passion, and marry that to their responsibilities. Now, in this era of AI, workflows and responsibilities are no doubt changing, but it's still really important that we marry that person's skills and their interests and their passions with the job that they do. And if, as leaders, that's not your passion, that's not what you enjoy, then we need to find someone that is competent with doing that. One of my other examples from the corporate world is Michael Dell. Now, the Dell computer company has been very, very successful, but Michael Dell is not a particularly, and I think he would agree with the assessment, he's not a particularly people guy. He's very strategic, technical, thinks big picture and crafts the future for the business, but people side, not so much. So he hired a lady called Barb Kreisman from Motorola, I believe, who handled the people side for Michael and dealt with it a lot better than he could have done. So it needs to be a vitally important part of the makeup and the composure of the business to continually make sure that we have the right people in the right place doing the right stuff right and we continue to scale and grow. I really hope that that was either a reminder for some of you, or it gave you some fresh ideas. And until we speak again, I'd love to know how you got on. If you got questions or success stories or challenges, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. And until we share again, take care of each other.